I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Espinosa, Programs Director here at Geekdom, and excited to welcome you to the Pre-Accelerator Demo Day. So my responsibilities at Geekdom is overseeing all the programs we have to offer. We have 4 themes that we cover related to the programs that we build: ideate, cultivate, shape, and grow. Startups that are part of our community go through our journey, and we provide programming for as they grow and scale their companies. This Pre-Accelerator program has been a flagship program for Geekdom. So for the past 6 weeks, these 6 companies have been hearing from leaders in our tech community about fundraising options for their business and honing in on their pitch in preparation for potentially raising money or growing their businesses. I like to take the time to thank our lunchtime speakers throughout the course of this program, starting with Linda Loftus with Loftus Management, Sebastian Garcon with Alamo Angels, Kat Dizon with Active Capital, Matt Woodbanks with Rocket Option, Haley Medved Kendrick with Generator, and Josh Sanchez from FloatMe. And now I want to pass it over to John Garcia, who's going to MC tonight's event.
Welcome to the 2022 Geekdom Pre-Accelerator Demo Day. Let's do one of these. Yeah, super exciting. Today you're going to hear from 6 amazing companies and the founders and find out what they're working on right here at Geekdom. So I'm super excited for that. Before we jump into introductions, just gonna say, from the bottom of my heart, it's been an amazing experience going through the journey with these companies, seeing them pitch every week, attending lunchtime AMA sessions. It's been a wild ride, but hey, we're here right now to celebrate. Before we jump into what we're all here for though, I wanna pass it over real quick to my boy, Charles Wooden, CEO of Geekdom, to talk about something really exciting.
Hey everybody, I'm Charles Wooden, CEO of Geekdom. Super excited to be talking to you all tonight and to have you all tune in online and to be here in person. I want to get started with a little bit of great news. So number 1, we are currently tracking over 100 startups that are a part of our journey here at Geekdom, continuing to build and continuing to grow within this ecosystem, which is just amazing. And that is all an effort towards our 10-year goal of launching 500 startups, with 75% of them calling San Antonio home. Now that is a part of our overall journey here at Geekdom, where we have a couple of different programs that are intended to support startups as they grow. One of those is our incubator program. Another one is our pre-accelerator program, which is what you're going to be watching today. And we also have a community fund where we assist startups with some funding to get them over some major milestones. Now, with all that being done, this next year we have some more amazing things coming, and we're going to be doubling our efforts. So next year you can anticipate 2 incubator programs and 2 pre-accelerator programs. Additionally, we're going to be adding an EIR, an entrepreneur in residence, to our program offerings. And that's going to be able to help with strategic planning for our programs, also help with the journey of our startups and helping them beyond where we end right now in that growth stage, helping new companies cultivate, shape, and grow the work that they're doing. And we're super excited about that. Now, I want to tell you more and more about what we're going to be doing in 2023, but there are more announcements to come, and I want you all to enjoy the show tonight. So please sit down, grab some popcorn, and watch these amazing startups and see what they have to offer. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Charles. I'm super stoked for everything we have planned for 2023, and I can't wait for even more announcements coming in the near future. Today, we're going to see some amazing pitches from Caleb Scott with PrintNet. We're also going to hear from Kat Sansing and Dale Blankenship with Umami Life. After that, we're going to hear from Amy Lynn Johnson with The Dog Guide. Then we have John Martin and Liza Gomez with SafeTech. And then immediately after that, we have Eddie and Amanda Bankston with MVPVibe. And then we're going to wrap it up with Christian Garcia with Develop Me. Super exciting stuff. Now, before we jump into the pitches, you're probably going to recognize some of the faces that you're about to see. And that's because 4 of these teams actually just came out of our incubator program that we ran over the summer. Naturally, the next step for them was to jump into this pre-accelerator, all a part of our startup journey here at Geekdom. So I think that's super cool and super rad and amazing.
I'm kind of an accidental entrepreneur. I've lived in San Antonio for over 25 years, so choosing San Antonio wasn't really a big thing to weigh. It's my hometown, I love it here, and it was a natural fit. I saw a need for dog owners here. When I became a dog owner myself, decided to try my hand at creating that resource, and people responded, and San Antonio came together, loving on their dogs, and it's home. So it's just a natural fit to be here in San Antonio.
I'd like to thank all the mentors for the program. Every single one of them that we've worked with has been amazing, and it provided help. And the ones that we didn't even get to meet with one-on-one, we talked to afterwards, and just the amount of help that everyone provided from the Geekdom staff, mentors, and just everybody has been amazing. So I'd like to really say thank you to everyone who helped.
It's encouraging to know that you're not alone. It's encouraging to know that you're not crazy to explore these ideas, that you look around and you're in your field and you see something missing and you think, why hasn't anybody come up with this? And so you start pursuing, you put your ideas on a whiteboard, you refine those ideas every day when you walk past it. And so as you start to go down this path of entrepreneurship, you move along at a speed that you're leaving your friends behind, and you need to go find the other people who have the resources that you need, the mentorship that you need.
Geekdom allowing us to network is an essential skill. I know that as we continue to embark and navigate this landscape, that experience we've had, being able to ask questions, learn from mentors, and being able to network in general has just been very helpful.
We chose to stay in San Antonio to start our business because there's a lot of talent that is here. Eddie, being from San Antonio and was an artist that has been an artist that was on the come up and really trying to get exposure here, he really wanted to make sure he could give back to his city and create a path for those artists to get exposure.
Career Accelerator has been really great. I think one of the biggest pieces of value that is created for me is the time with the subject matter experts. They've given me invaluable feedback in terms of how I should structure my deck, how I should present, and presentation etiquette. So when it comes to wanting to raise funds, these individuals have that experience actually raising funds themselves and going out to help expand their business. So that one-on-one interaction, those pointers, they're super valuable, and they're definitely a good use of time.
Hello, I'm Caleb Scott, CEO and founder of PrintNet 3D. One thing we've seen recently is a new age in manufacturing. Industry 4.0 has provided a new way for companies and manufacturers to produce their items. 3D printing has proved a game changer when it comes to prototyping and manufacturing on a small to even large scale. This has been seen with companies like Ford, GM, and even the US military turning to 3D printing to produce their goods. Like Adidas, they just recently released their 4D shoe, which has a 3D printed midsole. And this is a large item that 10 years ago, 3D printing wouldn't have been a solution, and it's something that traditional manufacturing just can't do. So this has caused a new industry to come up called 3D print farms. 3D print farms are a collection of 3D printers all working together to make sure that businesses get their items on time and at their own needs. But the thing is, these super advanced machines and industry are managed by this. I'm sorry to all of those who love Excel out there, but this complicated Excel sheet is what manages these farms, causing printers to be broken, orders not being delivered on time, and just machines sitting there unutilized. So with PrintNet 3D, we're bringing a new solution to that. We are providing a way for manufacturers to easily schedule through dynamic scheduling, which finds the ideal time to print the items and make sure that businesses get their items to them on time. Through data and our scheduling system, we're able to provide a network that allows businesses to get their parts manufactured, because if you're a business that has 1,000 parts that need to be produced by Friday, It's nearly impossible to find a manufacturer that can do that in a timely manner. But what we do is we allow for manufacturers to use the machines that are just sitting there going unutilized and turn them on to where they're able to print these items and make sure that you as the customer get your order on time. And recently, we've been able to gain 51 printers on our network for our beta, which is launching this coming December. And on our social media page, we've been able to get over 1.9 million views on stuff that's being 3D printed. This industry has just taken off. Also, we've had a company called Axlebox reach out to us and running our software on their industrial 3D printers. Now, this provides a new opportunity for both customers and also manufacturers to be able to plug into our software and grow as they continue to use our network and our services. So this industry has just taken off. Today, for an industry that didn't exist 10 years ago, is already at 2 billion and is expected to grow to 10.8 billion by 2030. The competitors that are out there just offer a fancy drag and drop and nothing that really helps these manufacturers produce more and also have their machines continuously going. We only charge $9.99 per month per printer to allow these manufacturers to produce items at the rate that they need and also earn more money while using our network. And as you can tell, this isn't our first rodeo. I personally have been involved in the startup community for over 5 years now, starting a company, FloatMe, back in 2017 with Josh and a few others. Dale has been around the Geekdom community for a long time with over 15 years of experience at Rackspace. During this round, we're raising $500K to get to that next stage and launch our product. We really look forward to having you on this journey and launching the new wave of manufacturing. Thank you.
I'm Catherine Sansing, and this is Dale Blankenship. We're co-founders of Umami Life, an elevated wine and dine at home lifestyle website, and the new Umami Wine Guide for retail grocery wine shopping. We've all been here. You need a special bottle of wine for dinner with friends. You want something different from what you usually drink, but you're overwhelmed with choices. How do you overcome the roadblocks of complexity and the barriers of intimidation? Consumers face the same dilemma, not only in stores, but also online. Do you shop by name? Do you look for the most attractive label? The one with a cake, a critter, or the cabaret? Or do you default to price? We're bringing an improved customer experience to online retail wine sales through a B2B platform for retailers with a wine license. This is a target-rich environment because from the largest grocery chains to the smaller regional players, the wine customer experience is all the same. Currently, wine choices are shown as red, white, rosé, sparkling, and other. The customer has to be somewhat wine savvy in order to shop with this little amount of guidance. All things being equal, the customer will default to making selections based on price. Our solution is to offer the support that shoppers really need. We break the wine world down into terms that everyone can embrace: flavor profiles and food pairings. We're cutting through the complexity to democratize wine shopping. This integration is a resource that gives shoppers more information, connects them with the wine producers, and creates a higher trust factor. This higher trust factor builds consumer confidence, not just in a single wine purchase, but also in their ability to make future selections.
In 2015, we began building our vision of how to better communicate the amazing world of food and wine to the wine novice. After COVID hit, we saw the opportunity to take the successful idea of our Pro Wine Guide for restaurants and inject that DNA into the Umami Wine Guide for online retail. Our experience with restaurants has shown a double-digit percentage increase in wine sales. We have an open lane in the online retail arena right now. There is a huge opportunity when it comes to the U.S. wine market. This market is the largest worldwide at $81 billion and 125 million active wine consumers. The retail wine market size is huge as well, with close to 64,000 units. We believe the early adoption segment would come in at close to 3,000 units. This translates to a revenue model of close to $33 million in 2 to 5 years, with licensing at $899 per store per month, which is a fraction of the cost of an in-store wine steward. Yet the Umami Wine Guide will be able to engage every wine shopper anytime, anywhere, on any device, and support in-store wine stewards as well. The current landscape is a patchwork of first-gen attempts. It fills the information gap. The attempts are no friend to the retail grocers, and most offer direct-to-consumer purchasing. Some suppliers of wine and beer mixers are paying for advertising on video screens placed in-store on the wine aisles or beer aisles in an attempt to reach their target consumer. Again, the Umami Wine Guide will be able to engage every wine shopper anytime, anywhere, on any device. We are raising $250,000 for market beta testing, aggressive industry marketing, software enhancements, and other professional support.
Dale and I have deep San Antonio roots. We love and appreciate the diverse cultures of our city and state. We believe that this has allowed us to combine our areas of expertise in a way that crosses socioeconomic and cultural boundaries. We believe that everything we need to be successful can be found right here at home. We're in the right place at the right time.
Hi, I'm Amy Lynn Johnson, founder of The Dog Guide. Like many dog owners, I became a dog mom when I decided to surprise my kids with our first dog for Christmas one year. It was 2017, and adopting our first dog became a meaningful way for us to connect as a family. Now, I've been a resident of San Antonio for over 25 years, but as a new dog mom, I felt like I was rediscovering my hometown from a completely new perspective. I found that there are lots of great organizations dedicated to dogs here in San Antonio, and even more people with Instagram accounts for their dogs, but there was no go-to resource. So I found myself facing the same problem that most new dog owners do. Where can I take my dog? Not all local places advertise whether they're dog friendly or not, and national resources like Bring Fido and Sidewalk Dog don't highlight those hidden gems that only a local knows. Not only that, but dog owners are tasked with finding all of these services for their dogs. And this applies to new dog owners and people moving to a new city like our rapidly growing San Antonio. This isn't a San Antonio only problem though. Across the United States, there are 69 million households that have dogs. And every month, people are searching 1.9 million times for things to do and places to go that are dog friendly in the US alone. On top of that, pet owners are spending $123.6 billion every year on their pets, and the pet industry alone is spending another $1 billion in advertising just to reach that audience. That's where the Dog Guide comes in. I've worked in digital media and advertising for over 12 years now, including as a writer and editor for Alamo City Moms, part of a larger national network of websites. And today, the Dog Guide is the only hyperlocal media group dedicated to helping dog owners with paws on the ground in the cities that we serve. Today, we have over 21,000 followers across our platforms, and we're reaching over 42,000 dog owners every month. And this is all from primarily organic growth in just 2 cities. Today, the Dog Guide is in San Antonio, our home base, and Bend, Oregon, our first licensee site that just celebrated its first year. And over the next year, we aim to open up in 3 more cities, including Austin, Colorado Springs, and Portland, Oregon, all in the top 10 dog-friendly cities in the United States. Our ultimate goal is to be in cities across the US, serving dog owners everywhere. And we do this through our network of digital resources, including our websites with articles targeted towards our local cities, and our engaged community across social media. Among our resources is our dog-friendly directory, where readers can go and find new places to enjoy with their dogs, and businesses and organizations can submit locations that we don't already have on there. We also curate and accept submissions for local dog-friendly events to help our dog owners live their best lives on the weekends and evenings. And we've even ventured into having a number of our own local events in both cities, including our downtown dog market, which is in its 2nd year at Legacy Park, where we get to connect in person with our audience. Today, our revenue model is focused on licensing and advertising. We look for digitally savvy dog lovers like Ellie up in Bend who want to bring the Dog Guide to their city. They pay us a one-time licensing fee, and we give them the support they need to establish the Dog Guide where they live. We then go on to share and ad revenue. From there, we look for national brands who are eager to connect with dog lovers across our network. And we do that through sponsored advertising campaigns, and we also bring in revenue from passive display ads and affiliate income. Since rebranding and expanding last year, we've brought in just over $23,000 in revenue from licensing and sponsorships from brands like the ones you see here, and we're ready to grow. Over the next 3 years, as we aim to expand to 22 cities, our projected revenue growth is just over $2.2 million from licensing and dedicated sponsor campaigns alone. Today, we're capturing just 4% of the current market in the 2 cities that we're in. As we expand to those 2 cities, we'll expand that potential market size to 1.9 million households, and that's still just a fraction of the total US market, 69 million households. Today, the team helping to make all this happen includes myself, founder and San Antonio site owner, some key contractors that we work here with in San Antonio as well, and an incredible team of local mentors who are helping us reach the next level. So, are you a dog lover who would love to join our pack and bring the dog guide to your city, or a brand who would love to reach dog owners across our network? Then sniff your way over to our website, thedogguide.com, and get in touch. We'd love to yap with you about it.
Hello, I'm John Martin. This is my 15th year working in education as a teacher, counselor, administrator, and current safety coordinator. I'm also the co-founder of SafeTech.
And I'm Liza Gomez, a former classroom teacher and current business professional, experienced in the strategy and implementation of education initiatives at both the micro and macro level. As co-founders of SafeTech, John and I have over 30 years of experience in the education industry.
As a former school administrator, one of my biggest fears was having a crisis on campus because we were using outdated safety methods, which led to breakdowns in communication, confusion about student whereabouts, and procedural mistakes.
As a former classroom teacher, the pain points were glaring and worrisome. Classroom teachers are left isolated and disconnected from any communication or updates during crisis events. Color paper and windows indicate student whereabouts, leaving classroom teachers and students vulnerable. At the end of the day, teachers were left angry because we knew the procedures and checklists were insufficient. SafeTech addresses these pain points as an all-in-one web-based platform, allowing for staff, administrators, and first responders to securely and efficiently communicate across campus, ensure student accountability through streamlined attendance in real time, all while allowing educators to access procedures at their fingertips. So how does SafeTech work? SafeTech begins by allowing administrators to initiate a campus emergency or drill. During this time, teachers are made aware that an emergency is underway and are then able to engage with SafeTech's platform to ensure student accountability in real time. Because we know safety events can occur at any time, SafeTech is device agnostic, allowing for educators to access the platform either through a desktop or mobile application. Staff, administrators, and first responders are able to communicate securely and efficiently during crisis events using the communication platform built into SafeTech. While an event is underway, we understand how critical it is for administrators to be able to oversee their campus. To do this, SafeTech allows for an administrative dashboard providing that unique insight on what's happening during events. Teachers are also able to access checklists and procedures for any emergency in real time during the event or before and after. SafeTech operates as a true wraparound service, ensuring safety and accountability to also include data reports to be used by campus safety teams in order to analyze their procedures to reduce response times. As you can see, the current landscape is a fragmented school safety market, which means that campuses would need to purchase multiple products in order to bring the features of SafeTech onto their campus, which is critical to reducing response time. SafeTech's platform is an integrated all-in-one solution for every emergency event on campus. The school safety market is a $3 billion industry with over 130,000 K-12 schools across the country. In the last 4 years alone, over 330 school safety bills have been passed. We have been intentional in selecting Bexar County as our pilot market, which is home to 594 K-12 schools and over 342,000 students. As mentioned earlier, John and I have been immersed in the school safety industry and have expansive connections throughout the city, including every district in the area. Over the next 12 months, our MVP will be launching, which will run on a campus from October to December. After that, paid pilots are beginning on campuses in the city, which will run from January to July. Using customer data and feedback, we then plan to expand to 10 states from the East Coast to the West Coast. These schools have been listed on our waitlist and are eager to bring SafeTech to campus. Schools are able to bring us onto their campus using a 12-month standard subscription service, which includes tiered pricing based on student enrollment. Pricing begins at $5,000 and ranges up to $15,000. As SafeTech adds additional features, pricing will increase. When schools purchase us and bring us onto campus, they can rest assured that training is included in the purchase. We are asking for $500,000, which will allow us to increase our sales, scale to those schools that are on our wait list from the East Coast to the West Coast, all while ensuring customers are successful with the implementation of SafeTech on their campus by adding additional employees to meet those customer success metrics.
Over the past 4 years, SafeTech has conducted rigorous market testing beginning at the University of Pennsylvania's Educational Entrepreneurship Program. There we received the Penn Wharton Validation Award. Since then, we've been wireframing and recently completed Geekdom's Incubator Program and Pre-Accelerator Program, in which we also received Geekdom's Community Fund Award in the amount of $20,000.
There is an immediate need to bring SafeTech to campus. Over 90% of emergency operating procedures and over 84% of active shooter policies have been deemed insufficient on campuses in the state of Texas. The community demand is at an all-time high. Parents and caregivers deserve to drop their children off at a campus knowing that their child is safe and accounted for. The time is now to bring SafeTech to campus. We encourage you to visit our website to join our waitlist in order to receive updates on product releases, or you can connect with us on LinkedIn. Thank you for your time.
Hello everyone, my name is Eddie Bankston.
And I'm Amanda Bankston.
And we are the co-founders of MVPVibe. A little bit about myself. I'm an artist. In the late 90s, I put out music. I also had my own record label. From there, we went city to city just to let people know who we were, and we also sold CDs from my trunk. 9/11 happened, and I went off to serve my country, and I came back, and we had social media. Social media changed the landscape of music everywhere. What I found was artists that was on these social medias was having the same issue that I had back in the late 90s, which was getting exposure and also monetizing. They were having issues getting exposure because they just didn't have the resources to be seen or heard. They were having trouble monetizing because you had to have so many followers or so many views just to monetize on their own art form. And that's not right. But we have an answer for that.
So we have a niche social media platform that's currently live and available for download in both app stores. It allows artists to be discovered based on their genre, their location, poetry, even their user preference. Artists are also able to monetize through our tipping function. They can receive a tip as small as $1, and they don't have to have a set number of views or followers in order to start monetizing. They can start monetizing immediately inside of the platform. Artists can also create a live experience in our live lounges. Artists can have private listening parties and have up to 250 guests inside of that lounge at one time. So a little bit about our competitors. So Riff, Airtime, Fanbase, and Twitch is listed, but we're more like a Twitch but for independent artists. One of the things that set us apart is that we are artist focused. So we are building a community to help artists get discovered and continue to grow their fan base. Our unique tipping function, as well as our live streaming lounges. So we are part of the social media landscape. There's over 4.6 billion social media users across the world. We are targeting Gen Z because over 60% of our current users are Gen Z. And in the US, there's over 68 million Gen Zers out there. And in Texas specifically, there's over 12.6 million. One of the things about Gen Z is that they're more likely to try out niche social platforms to find that unique experience. So there's 4 main ways we plan on monetizing. We are currently building out our sponsorships for our virtual concerts, our artist interviews, as well as our live lounge experiences. Packages range from $500 to $3,500. We also are offering ads. So in our activity feed, you'll be able to purchase ads based on our CPM model. And as well as in-app purchases, virtual goods and merchandise. And our premium subscriptions, this will allow artists to be able to get access to additional benefits, such as selling their merchandise and also receiving tips in that live lounge experience. So a little bit about our current platform. We have over 10,000 users currently. These users are 5 times more engaged than on current streaming platforms today. The average session duration is almost 5 minutes, which is double the amount of time on popular social sites such as Instagram. And we are retaining over 71% of those users today.
You know me, I represent the struggling artist. I'm also a veteran. I also have 20 years industry experience, event planning experience as well.
And I am the CMO. I have my MBA in marketing. I have over 16 years of sales and marketing experience, and I have been leading teams for over 9 years in sales and marketing. Download the app today, join the Vibe community,
And come discover your next favorite artist.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian Garcia. I'm CEO and founder of Development Incorporated. And before I founded Development, I was in the real estate development space for the last 6 years. I'm really excited today to tell you about Development, but before I do, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm a father and a husband, and I'm expecting another on the way. And I relocated my family here to San Antonio, Texas to pursue Development full time. So what is Development? Development is working on simplifying real estate development for developers. We're starting by helping developers find vacant land and underutilized buildings. And why would we want to do this? Well, San Antonio, our community is losing at least $5 billion in lost property tax value per year. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that's lost money for parks, for schools, and for roads. And why are we losing that money? Why is our community losing that money? Well, it's because developers are having a hard time aggregating, gathering, and analyzing our vacant land and building data. It's taking them up to 400 hours a year trying to comb through this information to make multi-million-dollar investment decisions in our community. But don't fret, our community isn't alone. This is a $112 billion problem that touches every market in the country, but we think we know how to capture this opportunity. And here's how. We want to change how an entire generation of real estate developers uses data and technology to shape the communities that we live, work, and play. Our vision at Development Incorporated, build the Microsoft Office suite for real estate professionals. Introducing our first application, DealMap. Whenever a developer logs into DealMap, they immediately have all the data they need at their fingertips in one easy to use, easy to access, cloud-based mapping application. DealMap currently has over 35 different data layers, from political will districts to utilities to points of interest like grocery stores and pharmacies, giving developers all the information they need at their fingertips. We launched DealMap in August of 2022 and have generated $71,000 in revenue from 10 customers based in the Texas market. On our current trajectory, we're estimating to do $500,000 in revenue in the next 12 months. Talk about traction. But we're just getting started. In conversations with our customers, we've had requests for more data, more features, and more customization. And when we add this information to DealMap, we're going to save developers thousands of hours in helping them find sites and places to invest millions of dollars. And we do have competition in the space. But as you can see, top to bottom, we outclass our competitors. We are truly the complete all-in-one solution that helps real estate developers find vacant land and buildings, making real estate development easier for them. And when compared to price, we are the best value for the buck. Our team is uniquely positioned to create a solution that solves this problem. With my domain expertise and my co-founders' technical experience, we believe we can corner this market and capture this very underserved developer market. Our product is based in Texas, but we're working on scaling, and with $50,000, we can improve DealMap by adding additional features and data layers. By doing this, we hope to capture more developers, not only in Texas, but across the country. We're excited about solving problems for real estate developers, and we want to do that right here in San Antonio. So we're asking for your help to help us make San Antonio the city of the Silicon emissions. Thank you.
Man, I can't stress enough how honored I am to have spent 6 weeks with these companies, and again, seeing them grow their companies and scale and progress throughout the entrepreneurial journey. It's been really cool to see the progression, and I'm just happy to celebrate with you all today. Now, one thing I want to tell you, is if you have an idea and if you need help getting it off the ground, come and see us at Geekdom. Like you heard from Charles at the beginning of this video, we're doubling our efforts to run multiple programs a year, 2 incubators, 2 pre-accelerators. This is your opportunity to get that idea out of your head and make it a reality. We're here to help you cultivate, shape, and grow your ideas into viable businesses. Also, applications are now open for our 2023 Geekdom Incubator. It's gonna be launching in January. Get all of the details by going to geekdom.com/incubator, or you can scan a QR code that's probably over here. Maybe they're gonna put it over here. Wherever it is, go to the website, check it out to get all the information. You can spend some time with our Geekdom Programs team and our new entrepreneur in residence to help really cultivate your ideas and launch the next big thing. It could be you. Another really rad thing I want to tell you about is our Geekdom Community Fund. Every quarter, we invest $25,000 into one of the companies here building at Geekdom. You just met John and Liza from SafeTech. They are actually recipients of one of our past community funds. This is a great opportunity to get some capital to help you take your business to the next level. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you. We're here to support. So if you're interested in learning more, go to geekdom.com/community fund to find out all the details. You can apply if you've been a Geekdom member for 3 months. So if you're not a Geekdom member, what are you doing? You can sign up today. Come and see us. So I just want to say it's really fun to celebrate the startups that are building in our community. We love seeing the pitches, but we really couldn't do it without the mentors. Mentorship is at the core of everything we do here at Geekdom. So there's a lot of mentors to mention. So we'll try to put some pictures up on the screen of some action shots throughout the program, but I just really mean it on behalf of the Geekdom staff, the Geekdom community. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of the mentors that dedicated time to spend time with these founders and help them just get ideas out of their head and talk things through. We couldn't do it without you, and I'm serious. Y'all are why we are here. You make Geekdom amazing. And I'm gonna cry if I keep talking, so I'm just gonna stop right now. But thank you so much to all of the mentors. You're probably tuning in at home or you're here in person with us. We really, really appreciate you. Special shout out to White Cloud Media Group for, hooking us up, making me look great on screen. It's been a good time, it's been a good night. Hopefully you met someone cool, got to talk to the founders. We'll see you for the next one. And with that being said, your boy JRG is out.
Few words is what I like to say whenever Adam asks me to say just a few words. Are we ready to keep going, or you want me to hold off for a second? Sweet. They call me the one take wonder. It's because they just let it keep going and then you edit it. So good luck with that.
All right, real quick, Charles, I have a couple questions for you.
Let me hear it.
How great was tonight?
Tonight was amazing. You killed it. So did all the teams. Everybody. Just amazing.
All right, even more important question.
Let's hear it.
How excited are you for 2023?
I'm super excited about 2023. I think there's amazing things to come, but it doesn't really touch my number one passion and drama. Just thing that means everything to me.
What's the one thing that you're most passionate about?
I mean, obviously Detroit style pizza. I mean, what else could it be? And Superman ice cream. Let's go.
Superman ice cream, Detroit style pizza. Where do you get Detroit style pizza?
I mean, Jets, via 313, somewhere like that. Yeah. Gotta do it.
You want to go right now?
Let's go, dude. Come on.
Sick.
Thank you.